A big day, election day in Lane County, not
Yeah.
only locally but nationally.
Oh, yeah.
First question is, what are all these people doing here when we vote by mail?
Well, because we still can update, anybody can update their registration if they're currently a registered voter in Oregon all the way through Election Day up till 8 p.m. So there's always a lot of people that wait the last minute. It could be varied reasons. It could be because their dog ate their ballot, or or it could be because they made a mistake while they're voting, or it could be because they moved and they didn't get their ballot, so they're updating their registration to take care of that. Anybody who is currently active or inactive as a registered voter in the statewide voter registration system can update their registration through Election Day. In effect, we really do have same-day registration for the most part. It's only people that are brand new to the state have to meet the 21st date. And at 8 p.m., what we will do is we have staff that's assigned to every single official drop location and here at Lane County Elections. And what they need to do is we wait and we all synchronize our watches, and then the doors lock and the drop sites are locked, and anybody who's waiting in line, whether it's a car or a person, they get to vote. And we watch the end of the line to make sure that where that is. Well, it's always been busy. The difference really is I think it's more controlled in a vote-by-mail environment. One thing is that it's all under my direction here at Lane County Elections, and I know what that process is, where before we had 153 poll locations when I was doing poll elections here in Lane County, and you had staff that were making independent decisions at these remote locations. I couldn't be everywhere. It was more difficult, and it all happened on one day, and helping everybody on the same day was very difficult. Well, we've been counting ballots since this morning, and we will continue till the early morning hours is my guess because of the volume we're getting on this day. I'm expecting possibly 40 to 45,000 ballots received just today. There's not very many that actually return the ballots by mail. It's a much smaller percentage. I don't know what the exact amount was, but it was something like, last I looked, we had over 60% of the ballots had been dropped at the drop sites. Of course, that's going to increase because the last few days they cannot mail their ballots. Really, the drop sites are quite popular. That's what the majority of people do.
So if you could vote today, who would you vote for?
Obama,
Barack Obama? How come?
because he did a lot of good speeches.
How about locally? If you could vote for mayor, who would you vote for? Do you know who's running for mayor? You have two choices, Kitty or Jim.
Jim,
Jim, uh-oh. I think Mom and Dad are voting for Kitty. What's Barack going to do for America?
he's going to make it better.
Good answer. Now, how come with voting by mail you waited till the last day?
I was just kind of thinking of not so much about the presidential election, but more about just the local people running, and it took a long time, and I had to read a lot of information to make my final decision.
Who are you voting for?
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama. How come?
I just felt, with the policies of the past 8 years, I didn't want a continuation of that in any way. Something new, change. I watched the debates a lot, liked the way he spoke and just carried himself, and I just felt in my heart he was the best decision to make right now.
Can I ask you who you voted for president?
Of course, Obama.
Obama. Everybody's voting for Obama. You think he's going to win?
I hope so.
Now, why are you for Obama?
Because I don't like what's happened in the last 8 years. And I think we need to change.
Good answer.